At this point, you'll maybe expect an epic game with hundreds of miniatures, plenty of narrative and beautiful illustrations, but instead you get something better. Antinomy, a 2-player card drafting game that fits in your pocket. In Antinomy, you will race your opponent to be the first to collect 5 paradox crystals by traveling through space and time, collecting relics to form paradoxes, or by being a and stealing them. The game comes with only 18 cards, 2 of which are used as the player's avatars. The rest are divided in 4 sets, 4 different colors and 4 different symbols. Plus, you will need to provide 10 tokens, which you can steal from other board games, or you can use popcorn, cats, baked beans, whatever you want. I don't care, because it's not the point of the game. I know you are dying to know how the game plays, so let's start with how the card drafting works. Remember, your aim is to create paradoxes, and a paradox is a set of 3 cards with one attribute in common, that being number, color or symbol. And every turn you will exchange one of your cards with one of the 9 cards on the table. But to do so, you will need to move your avatar through space and time. And here is where the interesting movement mechanism comes into play. You see, if you want to get a card to the right of your avatar, or in the future, you use the face value of the card you play. For example, if I play a 2, I will move 2 spaces and exchange this card. While if you want to get a card from the past or from the left of your avatar, you use the color or symbol, letting you choose any card on the left matching either. And in this example is either this one because of the same color, or this 2 because of the same symbol. Obviously, you will need to study the cards on the table to understand which combinations are possible, considering that the pool you can pick from is very limited and will change frequently, forcing you to plan a couple of turns ahead or completely change your strategy in reaction to your opponent's actions. But with just that, it would be a pretty boring game. Victory will likely be dictated by whoever starts first, and I would be wondering what's the point of this video. So let's spice it up a bit. First of all, every time you manage to create a paradox, you gain a crystal. And then you need to exchange your cards with 3 cards from the table from either side of your avatar. And this decision will be forced if on one side there aren't 3 cards, or driven by your primordial competitive instinct to mess up your opponent's plans, or if you're going for a clash. And as we mentioned before, you can steal crystals from your opponent by winning a clash. To initiate a clash, you'll need to move your avatar to the same card where your opponent's avatar is at. And only after resolving all the paradox steps, if any, the clash can be started, which is a simple comparison of the total value of each player's card, where the highest score wins. And I left the best till last, because limiting your options even further is the codex card. When you set the game up, you will leave a card face down and put one of the crystals on the color matching the color of the card at the opposite end. This defines the current codex, which is the color that cannot be used to form paradoxes or to be included in clashes, and it will change by moving it clockwise every time a player gains a crystal. And you can see how the codex will influence your decisions on which paradox to go for, which cards to pick up after declaring a paradox, and when to instigate a clash, making Antinomy the perfect choice if you want to fill around 30 minutes full of tactical choices and take that moments anywhere you go. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video and you found it informative. If so, please share it with your friends, like it, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel to get some more exciting reviews, and keep gaming.